All right, well, I have done a lot of small sets lately, and I think it's finally time to break out one of the big bad boys. I am so excited about this build. This is set 6417 Gringotts Bank, and this thing is 4,800 pieces of pure awesomeness. It came out back in September of 2023, and I'm just finally getting around to building this and adding it to the Harry Potter collection and putting it right next to Diagon Alley. If you're a fan of the Harry Potter Lego line, you'll know Diagon Alley came out in September of 2020, and one of the glaring issues that it was missing was Gringotts Bank. And we had to wait a full 3 years to see what was coming out with this set. And I honestly say I think it's been worth the wait. The set does cost $430, so it is not cheap. But if you're really in the mood to spend some money, you can still get Diagon Alley and this at the same time. Diagon Alley is about 5,500 pieces and it'll run you back $450, so it's a little bit more expensive than this, but also about 700 pieces more. Or you can just buy them both and spend almost, well, really $900 in Lego, but almost have 10,000 pieces of pure amazingness. So here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna open this up, take a look inside, see how many bags there are, take a look at the manual, check out the sticker count, and then go from there. Oh, this set is huge. Oh, here we go. Ready? Oh, there's another box. This happens with the big sets a lot. You'll actually usually have a box within the box. The AT-AT that came out had 3 huge, cool looking interior boxes. I think the Titanic had 4 interior boxes, so that's not uncommon. Oh gosh. I kind of like it too that it comes with an interior box because it also keeps the instructions from getting too messed up. Here's a cool feature that you don't typically find with many Lego sets anymore, a full-size base plate, old school base plate, which I absolutely love, done in the dark bluish gray. So that's what we're gonna build on. So it looks like we have 4, count them, 4 manuals, which is kind of cool. So if you want to build it with multiple people, you could each take a manual and do that. I will say I do kind of miss the days of the giant spiral manuals like you had in the old Super Star Destroyer, but that's kind of nice. I have 3 sets of stickers with this, which is not surprising. Diagon Alley came with, God, almost more stickers than any other set ever created. So honestly, less than that, so that's pretty good. I'm excited. What do you say we just dig right in and check in periodically, see how things are going, and give you updated reviews, and then show off the final product. So here we go. All right, so 1 of 4 books are officially done, and the first book has produced A really cool starting structure. I always think it's interesting when you start these huge Lego sets, how really the whole first half is internal structure and getting everything set for the final product. And this has to be huge and sturdy because it's going to support an entire Gringotts bank. So far interesting. You got the little dungeon entrance, not dungeon entrance, the bank vault entrance. You've got the waterfall in the background and the start of some movable Technic parts. I don't know what they're going to be for, but it should be interesting to see how that integrates into the rest of the set. 5 bags in, 31 bags total, so there's a lot more of this set to do. This is definitely going to be a multi-day thing. So with that though, what do you say we get into it and knock out that second set of instructions? So the base is officially complete. This thing is super sturdy and just a really, really nice build. I love, you can put your little character in the mine cart and then they do their escape through the mine, headed down to the various levels so that you can open the doors to each of the compartments and see what is inside each vault. As another little playable feature, the vault at the very bottom, when you open it up, you actually pull the button, see if I can do this, and all of the cups fill up the vault. So if you've seen Harry Potter, they touch the chalice, whatever you want to call it, and as soon as they do that, the spell basically causes them to multiply. So they have a fun little way where you can do that in this interior vault right here. And then you just fill it up in this little hole. So you can fill it up and replay it over and over and over, which is a really nice touch. You also, on here, I think it's worth mentioning, on the track itself, the Technic pieces that were in there, basically each Technic piece serves as a stop for the next vault. So then you push that down and then you're on your way to the next vault area. So overall, really, really cool. Definitely sturdy. Reminds me of the treehouse build. So if you ever have built the Lego Ideas treehouse, you'll know that interior structure is super strong. And this was pretty ingenious where they basically had 2 pieces. They're locked with each other, and then they're just locked on the top and on the bottom with one single Technic piece. So really an ingenious way to do it. I am not worried about putting an entire Gringotts bank on top of this bad boy because this thing is hefty and stout and will support anything you want to throw on it. So now it's on to the real deal. It's time to build the dragon and time to build the bank itself. 22 bags in and 3 of 4 instruction manuals down. We have a dragon, we've got the base for the mine shaft, and now we have the whole first story of Gringotts itself. It's a really cool build so far. Very interesting how it comes together. I love how the architecture works with the unique angles of the bank. Very realistic and true to how it's set up in the movies. Interesting little side building, the magical menagerie. Is it necessary? I don't know. It'll be kind of interesting to see what it looks like once we add the second stories onto this. But overall, very solid. And interesting that this is 22 bags in. There's only like 8 bags to go. Finally, just a nice solid dragon build. This is going to look great on the top of the bank. I know it's not where it goes originally, but let's be real. When you think of the dragon on top of Gringotts, you think of it hanging out on top of the bank like you'd see at Universal. So love the dragon, think it's a really nice addition. And in fact, so far, the build itself has been very diverse. So if you're looking sometimes for those giant builds, a lot of times things can be repetitive, and this has not been that. So excited to be 22 bags in. Only got about, like I say, 8 bags to go. I think what I'm going to do is just pull it back, do one big final quick build, and then show you the final product. And here it is. It's kind of comical how big this set is, how tall it is. This is literally the tallest Harry Potter set ever created. Now, I mean, honestly, it's really a 2-part set, maybe even 3 if you count the dragon, but just overall to see it up like this is absolutely incredible. I am going to take it off the stand, however, just to kind of give you a little closer up view of it and give you my thoughts on the bank itself. Well, as you can see, even down off of its perch, this is still a pretty sizable set. The dragon just clips on to the top, which is really nice, easy to take off in case you want to get a closer look at it. The bank itself, definitely a cool build, very much in line with the 2020 Diagon Alley set, and definitely pairs together well, which I'll show you in the end of this review. I will say, I think the Magical Menageries is a nice little touch and a nice little additional building, but honestly, I don't know if it was needed. And that kind of is the overarching theme of this review, is when I look at this, it's almost like it's three separate builds. Lots of amazing detail, lots of fine little finished touches. But I wonder, did this need to be a 4,800 piece set? Yeah, it looks fantastic, but really, this is probably enough. Especially if you wanted to pair it with the Diagon Alley set, because once you put it all together, how are you going to display it when you have this bad boy that goes along with it? It just kind of then becomes an extra to your building that you're not really going to focus on. Other than that, though, I really want to focus on some of the pros of this set. First off, I love the new little printed pieces, the round pillars that were printed and not stickers. I think that was a really nice touch and definitely new to this build, as well as the stands that the goblins are on in both the first and the second level. You can see in these pictures just the way that kind of looks with how the goblins stand over is perfect and reminiscent of the movie itself. I also love the little Easter eggs with the treasure and the gold, and even down to like the little side bit with the rain gutter coming down. Just nice little touches that make this feel like a really nice finished set. I will tell you one of the huge glaring issues, and one I just can't unsee, and you probably see it too, is the way the sticker looks for Gringotts Bank itself. It's so weird that it just doesn't space better. You think they could have printed it in a way where they could have made it look not so weird between the two pieces. Granted, I wouldn't want a sticker overlapping two pieces, but this just looks kind of funny in Gring TS Bank. So, but other than that, the windows are really nice. Inside, you've got the metallic windows that you would have seen in the first movie, which is really cool. And then just, let's be real, you want to take it and you want to display it with everything else. So what do you say we do that real quick and pair it up next to the rest of Diagon Alley? All right, well, here it is. Gringotts Bank paired with the 2020 Diagon Alley set. And together, it just looks phenomenal. It kind of pairs in a weird little way. I'm not going to lie. I can't decide exactly how I want to display this, but it's something I definitely want together. So it makes me go, am I even going to include the mine part in this? I just think it looks phenomenal, completely laid out, and the difference in height kind of just makes it a great center focal piece. I would say if you own Diagon Alley, it's almost just a no-brainer that you've got to get Gringotts. It just is not complete without the bank as your centerpiece. So not only do you get a great display set, you also get 12 really cool minifigs that go with it. You can see the minifigs. You've got some basic ones. The police officers, I think, are a little funky, but, you know, that's how it went in the movies. You've got 3 little goblins, which are really, really nice. You've got your traditional Harry Potter, which not like we need more Harry Potter minifigs, because I think it is the most made minifig there is. And then my personal favorite, you've got Bellatrix Lestrange, and you've got Hagrid. But overall, a really good selection of minifigs, and one that goes really well with the existing minifigs in Diagon Alley, where you have like 10 there. So just overall, I can't complain. This is really great. I don't know, like I said, if it was worth the price for what you're getting, because the set kind of, I think, feels like it wants to do 2 things. It wants to be a standalone set that's a play set where you do it as the escape from Gringotts. or it becomes a display set that goes along with Diagon Alley, and you really kind of have to make a choice of what you want to do. Either or, I don't think you're going to be let down. I just think that you're going to be like missing the fact that half of your set really can't be displayed in its full glory. So anyway, this was an incredible build and just really one of those dream sets that I think everybody wishes they had in their collection, and I'm just so grateful to have it here today. And if you're a fan of Harry Potter and you've got the means to get it, go out and get it. It's just really cool. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thank you so much for tagging along. This was kind of a long one, but clearly 4,800 pieces. It deserves a longer, more impressive video. So with that, I'm going to sit here and just kind of figure out how I want to display this and play with my Harry Potter sets and just enjoy it. And I will catch you on the next one.